We welcome you to Los Angeles, California. I'm head coach Jay Williams and Jay's 16 banners, many retired numbers, the aura and the mystique greet the opponent here tonight.
Ed, all those accolades are great, but we're talking about 2019. This is a new, young Lakers team. Let's see what kind of effort they bring on the floor tonight.
Let's do it here from Staples Center. Oh, Anthony Davis still guarded well there. Finds a way to hit the trifecta.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kuzma driving, but his shot won't go. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
James, tough matchup against George. Even to Zubats, able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
5 on the shot clock. James, they go down to Davis. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That's still... Oh! He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. James, the pass taken away by the Clippers. Patrick Beverly missed his first. That one goes.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Clippers have it to Beverly. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Leonard, textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count the bucket for 2. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for the Lakers, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Beverly into the front court, trailing by 4. Fires the 3. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Time to shuffle things up. Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Rajon Rondo, couple of free throws on the way. He wants this number up, 60% career free throw shooter. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Get your money, man.
To Harkless. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Goes to the right side. Kyle Kuzma buries it on the catch and shoot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
The assist from number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. 1 minute remaining.
Fires the three.
Defensive foul to number 0, Kyle.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis.
And he hits all 3 free throws. LeBron James with the rock. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Paul George from long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Lance Stevenson with the dunk.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Anthony Davis, that's his second personal foul.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Hits the second. 1 more coming. 3 for 3. Nice. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return after this. It's the NBA on a Friday night, and it's on EA Sports. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the 3, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Ah, rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
James. Clippers have got it.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
James. McGee powers it through.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Beverly. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
James. Down for McGee. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Into the game for LA, number 13, Paul George.
Throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Leonard. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Lakers ball. James. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
George to Leonard. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Kawhi Leonard. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Caldwell Pope. Trying to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Beverly to Leonard. Lance Stevenson with the block. That's out. Last touch by Lance Stevenson. Luke Walton making some changes on the court.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 minutes remaining.
George in a matchup with Boogie. To Beverly. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Danny Green to Cousins. Missed a wide open look. To George. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Caldwell Pope. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Paul George.
In the second quarter.
4-3. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron against George. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
LeBron James sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Turns and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Stevenson, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad...
Good! A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George. Los Angeles, they have it. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It was right there. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
George, that's off the side of the rim, short. LeBron into the front court. Trailing by 14. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Swings it to Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Curling inside. And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Leonard. To Beverly. Easy path to the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Rises for the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Anthony Davis pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis
James goes to the left side. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard to Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's James controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. James to Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Williams, nice pass to set things up. Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope looking good, 4 for 5.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Leonard to Williams. Driving right to the basket. Leonard to Williams for 3. Rebound Cousins. Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
That'll do it. 3rd quarter complete. The Clippers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Strong Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
The drive, right to the basket. Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It's James controlling the offense. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Knocked loose. From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. Layup goes down. Well done.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Beverly. Paul George to Leonard. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Kuzma to Danny Green. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance in that play.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beverly into the front court. Up a dozen. Hat-trick Beverly. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Hey, watch this screen.
James. Clippers have got it. To Leonard. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
And 2 for AD.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's LA Clippers ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams to Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24. Leonard. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Number 0, Kyle
Leonard. And the Lakers with the rebound. James into the front court. 14-point deficit. Down low Dudley. Cleans it up. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
A big finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's James. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
We're accepting non-perishable food items for homeless in our community. Our thanks to those who have already participated in this community event.
New blood coming in for both sides. Leonard. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Paul George tips it. Wide open look won't go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.